The Brandon Peters Show may contain explicit language and detailed plot points. For more information on the show, stay tuned to the end of the episode.
Summer, summer, summer of 86 at 40.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Summer of 86 at 40 music video companion series, where each week a guest and I discuss one of the music videos for a song that was in the Casey Kasem American Top 40 from the Monday episode. And returning again for this one, our star of the summer, the TikTok social media sensation, also the writer of I Had a Bloody Good Time at House Harker, it's Jacob Givens.
Hey, I'm happy to be back, and it never gets easier to say that title, is it? It's so long. I Had a Bloody Good Time at House Harker. When we created it, it was funny, and then 10 years later, we're like, what have we done?
So when I was first told to watch it, the person kept telling me House Harker, and I looked up like House Harker, and it doesn't pop up if you don't put the I Had a Bloody Good Time.
Oh, really?
It wasn't at the time, and I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Is this hard to find?
I can't seem to find this.
I did a little more digging, and then I found out there's this long title, and I put that in, and I was, I can
there
watch
it is.
I can watch
there
it
it is.
I can watch it places.
That's good to know. That might have, so when we first, when it first became streamable, obviously you tell everybody the full title, and then it was like you could type in House Harker and it would come up for us and other people. So I used to always say that to people. I would be like, all you need to remember from this conversation is House Harker. But I guess it's important to always pitch the full title, because everybody's searches are going to default to certain settings, right?
Well, the full title like lets me know what to expect vibe-wise from the movie. So that's good. House Harker.
House Harker makes you think it's the first 5 minutes. I Had a Bloody Good Time in House Harker definitely communicates what kind of experience you're going to have.
Yeah, very much so. It feels like a Hammer comedy. Like that's what it sounds like.
Because we were hammered. That's what we should call this genre.
There we go. There are people getting hammered in that movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
In many ways. In many different ways.
Baby.
In many different ways. They get hammered. And I was like, now on Amazon Prime. He's not paying me to say that. I'm just
I appreciate you bringing it up. But it's good to be back, and I'm excited about our next song.
All right. So, but first, we're going to go over the movies from the Monday episode.
That's right.
If you know any of them, I think you're going to on this one. First up, American Anthem.
I don't recognize it.
It's a gymnastics movie.
Yeah,
and
I don't know it.
Sucks.
Glad I have never seen it. American Anthem.
Right. Second one, little film you may have heard of. One of the biggest bombs of this summer, but has a great legacy. Labyrinth.
Oh, all-time classic. Seen it a million times. But it was a bomb. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, huge bomb. Almost made it hurt Jim Henson's ability to move forward until he started seeing that people who did see it responded to it well. But yeah, it was a massive bomb. It made, I think it made like 2 million the opening weekend, and it was out of the top 10 right after that real quick.
They probably just didn't know how to market it back then. You know what I mean? How to really sell it. And it was confusing. David Bowie's in it.
Right. And there wasn't really much in terms of competition kids movie wise either. Right. I don't know, but poor thing.
But it's an amazing film. Love it. It's classic. David Bowie, and I fell in love with Jennifer Connelly when I was a kid. When I saw that, I was like,
she has this wonderful double feature as a kid with this and Phenomena from Dario Argento.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Oh, you never seen Phenomena?
No.
Oh, it's got Donald Pleasance. Okay. It's got a monkey.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's about a girl who can communicate with insects. And there's it's a giallo murder thing going on too. So it's like a paranormal plus giallo. And it's really good. Got a cool soundtrack to it, score.
I check that out.
Big recommend in the Argento canon. It's one of his big top ones for me.
Awesome.
It's like the year before this, I think it comes out or something like that. But
I'll check it out.
Yeah, very stylish. Then Ruthless People.
Okay, this is another VHS cover that I recognize walking around in the store. I can see Ruthless People. I feel like like Bette Midler's in this?
Yes.
Yes, I can see the cover, but I've never seen Ruthless People.
Bette Midler, Danny DeVito, Judge Reinhold, and
Yep.
Helen Slater.
Hmm.
And what you remember is it's got like this pink and blue, and they wear the duck masks in
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
This movie's fucking awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, it holds up. It's really good.
Okay.
It's one of the maybe it's a great comedy from the 80s. Just good. Oh, Bill Pullman. This is one of his earliest movies. This is pre-Spaceballs.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, he plays a complete idiot, and he's got this bleached blonde hair, and yeah, it's a really cool. It's a definitely recommend to check out.
Okay.
Hard
Okay.
to find streaming wise for
Yeah.
like I subscribe to it type thing, but yeah. And then the main movie, Running Scared.
I recognize the title, but you'll have to refresh my memory on like what that's about. Wait. Is that Gregory Hines?
Uh-huh.
I knew it.
Hines.
Gregory Hines. I can
Billy
see
Crystal.
the cover. Yeah, Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. I don't know if I saw it, but I can see the VHS.
A couple of Chicago cops. Jimmy Smits is this drug kingpin that they're trying to take down. And I brought this up on the episode, which do you remember like Chicago used to be a much more of a factor in movies than it is now. It used to be a big city that got used a lot, and
I think so.
it doesn't now. Like it just,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, but they use it for other, like it's Chicago, but they use it for other cities. But a lot of movies took place in Chicago, and people like seeing like people in the cold wearing their Bears like hat or a Cubs thing, and
Yeah.
it seemed because a couple weeks later, or after this movie, there we'll be talking about Last Night, Chicago
Right.
movie, as
Chicago.
well. So it's kind of interesting how Chicago has fallen out of favor with the films.
Yeah, the John Hughes era obviously
Yeah, John
brings
Hughes.
us over there big time, and
All
then
the Second
and then
City people making their movies there. Yeah.
totally. And you're right that there's a lull, and then the only return we really see is because Nolan starts shooting all the Dark Knight movies
Yeah.
there. But that's really kind of the return of Chicago. So it makes you wonder if something happened for the city in terms of like how easy it was to shoot there for
Right.
15 years.
That's
maybe.
possible too. Yeah. And then Nolan
Yeah.
leaves it because Dark Knight Rises was in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right.
So
That's
yeah,
right.
so it's kind of weird. And then like the Avengers used Cleveland, I think was where they used.
It's fascinating. Oh, and then I was just where was I? I was traveling last year. I was in Scotland and I was in Glasgow, and they were filming a huge American action movie, and they were using Glasgow for New York. And I was
Oh.
like, what?
When did they stop using Ottawa?
I don't know, but I was like, it's cheaper now to go all the way over there.
Right. Oh my gosh.
The film industry is fucked.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah, I mean, I like that you can film something anywhere these days, but when you got to
Sure.
go over there to like Glasgow to make New York.
Right? It's like I feel like it was a Spider-Man movie or something. It was
Oh my
something. And I was
gosh.
like, I was watching it, and I was like, you're kidding me. They're coming here to film it, and they're faking it to be a city in the United States. Bizarre.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so that's our movies. They should have made 3 Running Scareds. That was our thing. It made a lot of money, but I think the sequel was Still Running Scared or something like that, but Crystal and Hines couldn't agree on a script, and they just kind of floated away, and Lethal Weapon took
Took that away.
Took that
Yeah.
away pretty much. They ran with the empty space. But yeah. So Your Love is the song we're talking about today, the
Yes.
second single from the 1985 double platinum album Play Deep, which introduced us to the Outfield. That went that the album had songs like Say It Isn't So,
Mm-hmm.
All the Love, and Every Time You Cry. Your Love was the biggest hit of these, peaking at number 6 on the Hot 100. When I was getting my wedding DJ back in 2010 or 2010. I don't think we hired him in 2009, but we got married in 2010. I'm not forgetting that. I'm just like, when did we hire the DJ? He told me a story that he used to DJ in Muncie, Indiana, which is where I went to college at Ball State University. And he said every Saturday night, the same woman would call at the same time and request to play Your Love by the Outfield. And he's like, I couldn't tell her, like, you can buy this and just listen when you want. And she didn't dedicate it to anybody. She
Just needed to hear that song.
He knew the voice, he knew the thing,
Wow.
and just every Saturday night, he knew the time. I can't remember the time. It wasn't me that happened to, but
Wow.
said she would request this song meant the world to her. So
Wow. It's a powerful song.
yeah. So your thoughts on the
I like that you said say it isn't so we're not thinking we're talking about Weezer here.
Right. So maybe that's why Weezer came up. Maybe Weezer was like, oh, the Outfield's got that song. We got it.
Right.
Ain't so. There we go.
Ain't so. We'll add a little bit more country touch to it. Yeah. No, this song, you know, it's a classic 80s song because his voice just jumps in right away with that palm muted guitar. John Spinks writes this song, and you know, they both the lead singer and guitar player have both passed away, and they leave a quite a legacy behind in this band. But this song really stands the test of time, and it's funny because it had this. I don't know if you ever saw it, but in like 2012 or 2013, there was a Saturday Night Live where Josh Hutcherson from the Hunger Games, yeah, he's the guest, and they just do this skit where he's like on a front porch, and they're just playing this song every time he speaks. And so for forever to this day, when I think of Your Love, I think of him just going, Joseph, you know, like that, the way he's just like yelling the line in front of her face, and then the music stops, and then she's got to kind of respond to this odd lyric about his girlfriend leaving town and maybe they should hook up. And but I do love the song. It's quintessential 80s love ballad, you know, or a song about fooling around, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, this maybe has one of the greatest like intros to a song because it's like it's striking. It's like,
right in,
or it's boom. Here we go.
No waste, no time.
He gets like he vocally is just all in.
He's at a high note. Like I tried just a second ago, I tried to lean back and do it, and I was like, I'm not hitting that note.
Yeah.
No way. It's way up there.
So I had it interesting when I was doing my research for this, and I get it, but like. I never thought of them as, but like the Outfield, are they off-brand police? Is that how they got a deal? Probably. Like
probably. It sounds like in terms of what was being pitched and sold, I'm sure record companies were like, we need another police. We need another Sting.
We need our police. And
exactly. And this is where they come from. And they're great songwriters, but it's probably like so much of what we saw in our lives, which is a grunge band is popular. So then the labels are like, we need a million grunge bands, or, you know, a new metal band.
Hoobastank.
Exactly. It's like, we just need to have another one of whatever that is. I want more of it.
Yeah. We need somebody going, where's the new blah, blah, blah. That's not them. That's them. And be like,
right.
You know, that's what they need at the record store. But like, yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, I could. Yeah. And this is definitely, I think, big college tune to this day, like for throwbacks. I would say, because I remember when I was in college, I would hear it a lot, and like I think they played it like football games when we would play, like during some like, and the whole crowd would like sing stuff.
Yeah, and it's like if you're gonna do a scene in an 80s movie or TV show, this song has to play. And then you'll go to karaoke and somebody will be brave enough to try to do that, wail this bad boy out there.
Right.
You know, so
yeah. It's a classic tune from the 80s that, you know, I think most people know, and I think
know it.
This is one of them that's always found a spot, like you mentioned Saturday Night Live, to come back around because it got used in one of the Grand Theft Auto games, and that like rose it to popularity and got it selling records again and charting on streaming or something like that too. So it helped it as well. So this song constantly finds its way back. That's a thing. Our music video for it, it's directed by John Jopson. Not too much of a big notable career, but like he did music videos and concert videos for Joe Cocker, Hall & Oates, Poison, REO Speedwagon, Air Supply, and Queensryche. Mostly documentary and TV stuff in his later career, but he did direct one episode of the 1990 Mission Impossible reboot TV show, the continuation show they were trying to do back then. So that's one of the more notable things he directed. But this one in the video, The intro goes on forever. They extend
Mhm.
that as Outfield walks into, I guess, record a music video and play in front of like their album
An
art.
artist space. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
it's really does it's a very loose concept. You can see they're
yeah,
just kind of making it up on the fly.
right. The singer is like, eye flirting and stuff with this finger paint girl that's
Hmm.
there on the set, and yeah, it was shot in Astoria, New York, on a soundstage, and one day, and the woman in the video who played the finger painter said
Hmm.
that when she's leaving the studio at the end, that was literally her leaving the studio at the end. They were just like, oh, let's film you walking out, and
That's it. You're wrapped.
yeah.
You're done. Well,
So
that's so funny because when I was watching the video too, I was going, it's very loose. We're just
mhm.
kind of an artist painter. And to your point earlier, you said here are these videos where people are like, I don't know who this woman is in this video. So it's great they at least have some record of her.
Yeah.
But I thought was so funny is where they placed everybody so randomly and separate
Mhm.
around the room. Like you've got the drummer way over there, like on a shelf, and then you got the
Oh,
keyboard guy. Like
uh,
I was like, whoa, who decided to do this?
I felt bad because the blind keyboardist was just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, get him out
Yeah.
the corner. Don't
Just
we
just
don't need to see
we don't need to
him.
have any
What is
shots on him.
no? Just
Right.
we'll give him a
Let-
close up later, just so in case they forget he was in the band. But they like it's so. I don't think it's bad taste what they're doing, but like when he walks in, we clearly focused on the lead singer, but
Yeah.
the blind guy's behind him with another guy helping him, and he's kind of like shoving him off screen.
Yeah, they put him in the outfield.
Yeah, they put him in the
Boom.
boom. There you go. So it's just like, oh yeah, that blind guy. Like, how do they treat him at actual concerts?
I know.
And stuff. So,
Jeez,
but
poor guy.
but yeah, simple music video. But a different take on the live performance type thing, where it's like a
Yeah.
soundstage live performance.
Soundstage live performance, which we saw a lot of that. It's like you don't have the crowd, you don't have the concert, but you can show like, hey, they're a unit. They perform together. You
They
know,
do, yeah. We focus on the one guy, but there's other people here.
there's
Like,
other guys here.
they
Pay
get
no
the lead
attention to the blind
guitarist
man in the
sometime.
corner.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blind man in the corner, drummer. He's
Sure.
he's the watch guy for the blind keyboardist, and then there's the lead singer, and then we'll pan over to the guitarist for he's cool.
Doesn't I can't remember now in the video, there was a classic 80s move, which is if you got a guitar player he's on a level above in
Mhm.
mid solo or mid guitar part, he decides to jump down one stair and
Oh,
and
yeah,
meet-
yeah.
yeah. I feel like this totally happens in that video, and I was like, that's an 80s music video trope right there for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know if I'd like before this ever seen this video. I think I've seen like the lead singer sing it, but I don't know if I actually sat and like watched this whole video with finger
Yeah.
painting and all that nonsense. But yeah, I feel like this is like this video was ready to be shot once they like got their final cut on this album. They're like, all right, we've got a room over here. You guys go play it live, and we'll shoot it, and we'll make the video. Like it felt like, all right, we got the take on it. That's the one we like. All right,
That's
we'll,
it.
We'll master it. You guys go shoot a video. We'll play back to you. We'll shoot it, and you guys can go back on tour or do whatever you want
Yeah.
to. So
I saw
really
the
quick.
only reason I've seen this video, even though I don't think I saw it in the 80s, because I don't even remember if it was on heavy rotation when I
Yeah.
was growing up. But I went to this event here in LA where this guy takes two different pieces of music and he kind of threads them in one evening where he'll show you the breakdown of the songs. And this was one of them because the theme of the night was the Outfield and Outcast.
Oh.
And so we started out the night with this song and we watched this video. And I remember thinking it was pretty funny when I
Yeah.
watched that night too. So it was nice to revisit it.
So it's funny. Like I'm thinking here, like we were talking about Phil Collins earlier this summer, and like, oh, that's the cassette tape your parents have in the car. Is the
Totally.
Outfield the cassette tape that your sister has in her room
Yeah, I think so. I think the outfield
that you want to
is
borrow? That you want to
Yeah.
borrow, but like, yeah,
Yeah, you go into her bedroom, you open the door, she's on the phone with the curly like this,
Yep.
and she throws a pillow at you and goes, "Get out!" And she's listening to the Outfield on her
it's
neon.
the Lips phone. It's the Lips
Oh,
phone.
totally!
Yep,
It's the Lips
yep.
phone. It's the Lips
The
phone,
Lips
and
phone.
the boombox is like fluorescent pink, and
Right.
she's listening to it. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's the Outfield for you, and the sense of the '80s.
Yes.
There's a boy listening that's like, the Outfield.
Yeah, right.
Like we're just
Damn it.
messing around with stereotyping of the 80s. Jeez.
That's right.
It's
That's
okay.
right.
It's okay. To the
You and I are
the imaginary listener that got angry.
Yeah. Well, there's a diehard Outfield listener for sure who's very mad.
For
Very
sure.
mad.
Okay. Well, that'll do us for the Outfield here, Jacob.
Awesome.
You'll be back one more time to wrap up
One more time.
your summer. But until then, where can people keep up with you and your haps?
You
That's a
can
cool way of saying
find all
happening.
my haps. You
Your
can find
haps.
my haps on the apps. You can find me Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all those. Jacob Givens is all you really need to search for. And then I had a bloody good time at House Harker on Amazon Prime and Plex, and it's a fun 80-minute nonsense ride of blood and funny stuff. So. Check it out.
Yeah, check it. I'm on the socials at Brandon4KUHD. Subscribe to the YouTube channel where you can see us talking or check out my 4K Blu-ray and DVD reviews. The next time you can catch me this summer will be just a couple weeks at Days of the Dead in Indianapolis, as well as later on in August, Long Island Who convention, where I can sign your copy of Fantastic, or I'll be doing documentary stuff there, but say hi. It's fun. I love my Who family. Good stuff. So Monday, Scott, Aaron, and I return for another fun week of Summer of 86 at 40. Until then, stay film positive.
Summer of 86.